Imagine standing before a roaring furnace, the heat intense against your skin. Inside this fire lies not just metal, but the raw, unshaped reality of your financial life. To the untrained eye, it looks like lead, heavy, stagnant, and dull. But to the financial alchemist, this is not a dead end, it is pure potential. It is a fortune waiting to be unlocked. This is the ancient secret that separates the wealthy from the wanting. True riches are never found, they are forged. The old masters, like Hermes Trismegistus, taught, as above, so below. In our terms, this means your bank account is nothing more than a mirror reflecting your internal state. If you want to transmute the lead of scarcity into the gold of abundance, you must stop fighting the external economy and start mastering the internal one. This transformation requires the marriage of two powerful mental forces, focus and awareness. Think of focus as your laser sight, the ability to lock onto a specific financial target, whether it's a sales goal, an investment strategy, or a savings milestone, to the exclusion of all noise. Awareness, however, is your radar, the expansive understanding of market trends, economic shifts, and new opportunities surrounding you. Most people fail because they lack this balance. They are either too focused, working hard blindly without seeing the changing landscape, or they are too aware, paralyzed by analyzing every possible outcome without ever taking action. The alchemist knows when to zoom in to execute the deal, and when to zoom out to see the vision. As you step into this fire of transformation, you will inevitably walk through the 4 stages of mastery. The first stage is unconscious incompetence. This is the state of financial blindness. You don't know what you don't know. You might think wealth is just luck or inheritance. You are unaware of the mechanisms of leverage, tax efficiency, or compound interest. This is the innocent phase, but innocence does not build empires. The moment you decide to learn, to look at money not as a mystery but as a science, curiosity ignites, and you move forward. The second stage is the most painful, yet the most critical, conscious incompetence. Here, the blinders come off. You realize exactly how much you don't know. You see the gaps in your investment knowledge, the flaws in your business model, or the weakness of your discipline. This is where the ego takes a hit. It's where you make your first bad trade or launch a product that flops. Most people retreat here, returning to the comfort of the lead. But the alchemist pushes through, understanding that this discomfort is not failure, it is data. It is the fire burning away the impurities of your ignorance. If you persist, you enter the third stage, conscious competence. This is the grind. You now know how to make money, but it requires immense effort and concentration. You are executing the right habits, but it feels like pushing a boulder uphill. You have to force yourself to stick to the budget, force yourself to study the charts, force yourself to make the cold calls. Every move is calculated and deliberate. This is the distillation process the ancient chemists spoke of, repeating the same procedures over and over until the substance becomes pure. In this stage, discipline is your god. You are building the muscle memory of wealth. Finally, after enough repetition and grit, you achieve the holy grail, unconscious competence. This is the state of flow. The skills of wealth generation have been integrated into your nervous system. You no longer try to make good decisions, you simply are a good decision maker. You spot the undervalued asset before anyone else does, not because you spent hours analyzing, but because your intuition has been honed by experience. The seasoned investor doesn't struggle, they flow. At this level, you have become the alchemist. You don't chase money, you attract it because your very nature has become compatible with abundance. But how do you accelerate this process? You must use the tool of imagination. For the alchemist, imagination is not daydreaming, it is architectural blueprinting. If you cannot mentally inhabit a reality where you are wealthy, you will never physically inhabit it. You must visualize your success with high-definition clarity, not just the number in the account, but the texture of the life that surrounds it. Go to the places where wealth lives. Walk through the lobbies of high-end hotels, test drive the car. You need to give your subconscious reference experiences so it knows exactly what it is working toward. However, a vision without a vessel will spill and vanish. That vessel is discipline. The father of chemistry, Jabir ibn Hayyan, didn't discover the secrets of matter by dabbling, he did it through rigorous, boring, repetitive experimentation. Wealth is no different. It is the result of boring, unsexy consistency. It is the compounding effect of small, smart choices made daily over a decade. Repetition is the heat that turns the carbon of effort into the diamond of success. When you embrace the monotony of the process, you build a resilience that makes you unbreakable in volatile markets. Ultimately, the path to riches is a harmonization of philosophy and practice. Philosophy is your why, your strategy, your beliefs about money, your purpose. Practice is your how, the execution, the hustle, the tactical moves. Without philosophy, you are just a busy fool running in circles. Without practice, you are a dreamer with empty pockets. When you align your deep belief in your own worthiness with the relentless execution of value creation, you become a force of nature. Remember, the goal was never really the gold. The gold is just the byproduct. The goal was the transformation of you. When you master focus, survive the learning curve, visualize your empire, and execute with discipline, you become the philosopher's stone. You become the asset. The market can crash, the economy can turn, but you will always be able to generate wealth because the factory is not out there, it is in here. You are the alchemist, and your life is the masterpiece you are forging.